all your guys back on campus over the weekend. Everything go all right with all your newcomers?
Yeah, it's gone according to plan so far. Everyone was on time. Every individual was here when we met as a football team on Monday night, and we jumped right into the third quarter really of building this football team in the summer. We started our workouts on Tuesday, and it progressed throughout the course of the week. So there's a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, a lot of confidence. Been really impressed by our older players and where they've embraced 43 of our newcomers, whether they're incoming high school now freshmen or with our transfers. So that's been great to see as well.
This time of year really gives those guys a chance to bond outside the pressure of even a fall camp, doesn't it? A little bit.
Well, it's interesting you say that because when we had our meetings, I walked into each position meeting room and I had a newcomer stand up. And then I asked some of the current members what his name was, and everybody knew everyone. And it's a byproduct of recruiting. And I would say, okay, well, how have you gotten to know each other so well? Well, through the recruiting process. And when we talked about with the signing of this class, whether the high school players or the transfer portal players, all of our team had been actively involved in their recruiting process. So really the transition has been easy so far just because they had the pre-existing relationships from the recruiting process.
We had kickoff times announced today. I mean, just when does it become real to you as a coach that, the season's around the corner, and just when does that excitement start to build for you?
Well, it really kind of builds like it did Monday night when we welcomed our football team back. And again, this is the third quarter, the third element of the building of this football team. But every day is vital and critical, whether it's, gaining the strength we need, the conditioning, the endurance, the connection that we just spoke about. Every day is critical, but it becomes a little bit more reality that when they're recruiting on Memorial Day, and it's really now it's go time.
It's strength coach season, and I know you just got into that, but just any early reports from Coach Jeff Jones?
Yeah, I think our freshmen have done a good job of really coming in here and listening and taking coaching. I thought our older veteran players that have been in the program did a good job of really understanding the importance of May and coming back and having kind of a base in order to move. We're still evaluating the transfers. A lot of them are still kind of in shock of the first two workouts that they haven't experienced the intensity, and I'm like, well, this isn't even half of the intensity that's going to be required, but that's why they came here, is to be pushed and made to be the best version and best player they can possibly be. But right now we've been really, really excited about the leadership, the energy, the connection. The biggest thing for us is attention to details. We're allowed so much time throughout the course of the week in what we call skill development. We've had one of those sessions already, and it's just the fundamentals and details. And now another element that makes June so important is our coaches left today, and we'll do 5 straight days of camps around the country. So it's a balancing act with your current team now being on campus, but also recruiting next year's class as well.
This is kind of a different topic, but the video game that's coming out. I mean, have you heard much of the players' excitement with that? And I'm sure a lot of the players have opted in, but just, your thoughts on all that.
Yeah, they're really excited about that. Now, obviously, to really represent the Arkansas State brand, for them to be on the video game coming out. We kind of did a graphic of that to welcome them back, and they are very aware of the game, and we're all looking forward to it coming out and being a part of the game as well.
And then whenever you go on these road shows, I know you stopped in Little Rock, but I mean, what's the primary selling point, or what's the message that you want to give to these fans that are in other communities?
Well, I think first of all, you can feel the energy, you can feel the passion tonight. The energy's electric, and the excitement that's surrounding not only our football program but our entire athletic program. It's been great, but it's really just kind of informing them. This is my favorite time because you get to interact with your fans. You get to interact with them and tell them what's going on. It's really not selling, it's just kind of educating them on what's going on, and you can feel the excitement, the energy that they have for the program and where we're going. And like I said, it's just not football, it's every sport. It's every athletic program within our athletic department. I think very fitting to conclude this interview, and I'm hoping that it's not the last interview we'll do. But Logan, on behalf of myself, Arkansas State football, and I think I speak for the entire Jonesboro community, we'd like to congratulate you on your new endeavors. I'm your biggest fan. If Channel 8 needs a fill-in, I know I can't fill your shoes, but I'd be lucky to be a guest every now and then. But really, honestly, you're a true professional, excited where the future holds for you. And since day one, you've been great to me, my family, and our program, so we wish you all the best.